This is a public service announcement from 5 to 5 Incorporated.
That's right, Throwback Rum from 2012. This PSA is to inform you that whatever is said here in the 525 Live podcast is the opinion of the guest, not the host or the show. We here at 525 Live want our guests to feel free in expressing themselves in order to give an entertaining podcast for you and a therapeutic experience for them. If you don't like what they said, take it up with them, not the show. You know who you are. Now, without further ado...
Yo, sit back, relax, catch a contact.
Bear witness to some biblical shit. But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the 525 Live podcast. I am Sean Nova, the voice of this podcast. With me right now is a very special guest. He has been, he's currently the GM of ROX, and he also has his own podcast called The Honest Podcast. He's a two-time ROX and every incarnation of ROX's Money in the Bank winner, 2 times, and one-time ROX champ. This is The Savior. Is any other name you want to go by, like, besides that, or do I just call you Savior?
Josh or Joshua, doesn't matter. That's my actual name.
All right, Joshua. I always like that name, Joshua. It's like Josh, you are. So it has like a
what? Nobody ever calls me. Nobody ever calls me Joshua. All my real life friends, or most other people I meet, they just call me Josh. They never call me Joshua. It's extremely rare. I've had a few call me Savior. Seriously.
Oh, those poor people. Savior, help me. But still, yeah, so like normally with tradition with this podcast, I've done it, I think, almost every episode. How did you start off in the community? Because like usually everybody's answer is different, of course. So it's really interesting to find out how they started off. So how did you start off?
Well, this was 2014. I was in a WWE 2K14 lobby. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if I had made it or I had joined one, but it was a mixed tag, and I had met a couple of people named, we called them Sage, who was a male, and Pink, who was a female, both, over within the company that I was in at the time, which was XWE, and, the first time, I won via DQ, then I got wrecked the second time, and then they gave me the offer. Back then we used to have a website, and it looked like one of those cheap forums or whatever, cheaply made, and they had a, oh my god, what do they call it, resume, where you make your resume and stuff.
Right, okay.
And I had to go
like
do
a biography
that,
type thing, right?
More like job interview, I guess, something like that. I guess you could say that. And I did it. Somehow I got in.
That's to apply for XWE.
Yeah,
okay.
to be able to get
like an
in,
application type. Okay, gotcha.
But back then, my characters looked so terrible, I had fucking camo baggy pants with kick pads and I think snake patterned elbow pads and knee pads, I think. I used the same face paint I used for years and the same Drake haircut. But of course you have to evolve over time, and I look better in a suit than I do in tights, but that's how everything came to be.
Alright, right on. So the whole XWE thing, how did you end up becoming into ROX? Is that the same thing? Like where like sometimes people that tend to evolve, like I was just speaking with Maxwell Verdi yesterday. My phone keeps going off. Alright, so freaking sorry about that, that was my ringtone. Ron Ham from Always Sunny, if you guys seen it. Anyway, yeah, like I was speaking with Maxwell Brady the last episode, and he was talking about how, TXW, then NGC, so on and so forth, where it may have the same people, but it has different names. It just has a like a reboot, pretty much like a reboot of it. Is that the same thing, or is it a completely different company like ROX and XWE?
Well, it would have the same people. Like, we went from XWE, and then we had problems with a couple of our stars complaining about their title being stripped. Light heavyweight championship and world championship, they complained. And then we had to completely restart. That's when we had XWF, which is what, if I remember correctly, what they used before I got in.
Okay.
And then they somehow, some reason, changed to XWE. And then we were ROX. And then VSW. And then ROX to this day. But, it would contain the same people, depending on, I guess, if you were loyal and actually cared and didn't, complain or whatever. As for formats and if things change, I don't remember. We may talk about implementing things, and we usually never do. Like, what's an example? Ranking systems, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That was something we've talked about multiple occasions. I think right now is actually, let's not talk about right now. Let's not spoil anything.
Right.
but in the past we've talked about it, and usually no, things wouldn't. But I'm sorry. I
No,
can't.
it's fine. It's fine. If you want, we can move on to the next question or anything like that.
But yeah, there are certain people like me, because I'm ROX exclusive.
Right.
Everything I do is for ROX, not for any other companies. For me and them.
Right.
Not for anybody else. And I don't watch any of the shows either, but I do see things on my timeline and stuff. Yeah. Depending on who you are and whether you do or do not like what we do, of course, there possibly sometimes be the same people, sometimes not. That's just the way it is.
Right. There's the thing that NZ was talking about, where he was talking about how certain people should only be on certain shows, like exclusive, where he doesn't want anybody to be on every single show, because it kind of loses the value of that person or the show that they're in. Because where, like, let's say if you're a fan of, like, Sean Nova, for example, like me, right? Where if I'm in every show, it kind of diminishes my value or the value of the show that I'm actually, like, 100% a part of, because, like, oh, if, let's say ME, right, the show that I run. Now, if that's, like, where I'm only at, then if you want to see me, you have to check that out. But if I'm in every other show, you don't have to watch ME. You can watch other shows that I'm in to get the Sean Nova fix. So it's like it diminishes the value of ME if I'm in every other show, that type of thing. Do you agree with that, or do you just like feel like anybody, you can be wherever you want, you just want to be in ROX?
I'm someone that respects other people's opinions. I agree. It is good to, I'm not saying you have to, but if there's certain people that you really just want to protect, it's understandable. Like Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why you never see him anywhere else, or you never see him in the WWE at all, because he's a special attraction, and you want to keep him that way, right?
Right, you don't want to oversaturate, yeah.
So of course you won't see people go to other places, but if people really want to get their name out there, what other choice do they have?
True.
So if they don't only want to be a part of one place like me or a few others, they have the right to do it, and I don't care. Do what you think will make you happy, and don't worry about what other people think. If you want to go, if you want to go to different companies, like say if you wanted to join, this is one big pipe dream, FAM or ESW or anywhere else, and you get in, and those are the companies you're in, along with the one you're whether most dedicated to or equally parred out as is, that's fine. If you want to protect some of your talent, especially depending on their character, go for it. I don't really care.
Okay. All right, so now when it comes down to, like, let's say the future, right? Like the future, but more of like something like any goals. Like you mentioned FAM, and you say maybe it's a pipe dream, but if you work hard enough, it's not really that big of a leap. You can make it. Anybody can make it as long as they want to put the work to it. But besides that, is there anything that you like want to set a goal for yourself in the future? I'm not asking for any storyline spoilers, but I mean just for you personally, like any matches you want to be in or be with, stuff like that, clans, whatever.
See, I don't wrestle anymore, especially since I was given the role as a general
Well, you
manager.
don't have to be a wrestler. You can always be like a manager, or commentator, or whatever.
I'm perfectly fine with the role I'm in right now. I personally think that this role is a lot better than me rarely wrestling. I got lucky as it is. And you read off my accolades earlier. I was lucky enough as is, and I beat one of the most popular people in the community.
Right.
And
You beat his ass.
it was a cash in that I wasn't told about, and I got mad about it and shit. It was against Jay Sean, the rated Rockstar guy.
Right.
And then we ain't seen him since, so I wonder what that could be.
You ended his career, man. You murdered him. He's in shame right now of the embarrassment you put him through.
The reason why we did that, because in 2015, I was such a goddamn, I was a dick. And
Who wasn't a
me
dick
against
at
the
some
world.
point in the community? I mean, everybody's had that moment.
I was calling everybody out against their merits, like him and car contests and things like that. It was me against the world. I was so mad. Nowadays, I don't do that anymore as much because I don't want to get that much heat anymore. I don't want that reputation.
Right.
But, I done forgot the question. Oh, future goals. I don't really have anything right now. I just want to be able to keep doing what I'm doing and be happy about it and be able to maintain it for years to come.
Right, okay, right on. That's pretty admirable. You know, you're happy where you are right now. It's not like it's something where you're using your current position as a stepping stone to something better. You're happy where you are, so it's fine. It's not like you're required to move on from anywhere. If you're happy where you're at, you're happy where you're at. Gotta respect it. But now, here is the, I want to get these out of the way because there's so many fucking questions. Thank you, champ. Fan question spotlight here when it comes down to this episode. This is where the viewers or the listeners, let's put it that way for this podcast, if they want to submit a question, just go on my Twitter and wait out for a tweet where I make an announcement of who I am interviewing, and then you reply or DM if you want to make remain anonymous a question. So now, of course, the first question, which is a jackass question, this is from Peyton at Peyton Solaire. You fuck. Whose man's is this? Meaning, who are you? Introduce him to who you are. Like, just if there was any way in a short sentence, how can you describe yourself?
Oh Lord, Lord.
Now, see, if I was answering that question, I'm like, I'm the man that's gonna kick his fucking ass for asking that question. But this is your question, so go ahead.
Absolutely. I'm just Lord.
He's Lord. There you go.
That would explain the name, the wrestling name.
Right, the Savior and shit. Yeah.
Lord, I'm just.
It's a stupid question. Do you want to just move on from that?
I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of something that's not corny. Like, oh, I'm that weird Southern boy.
He's a limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing.
Yeah,
Son of
yeah,
a
the limousine riding, redneck wearing the cowboy hats and the boots. No, I don't do that.
Why not? That sounds awesome. If I can get away with wearing a fucking cowboy hat in New York, I fucking would.
I'm just not that much Southern. I'm not going around mud riding on ATVs and pickup trucks.
Why not, man? The ATVs are awesome. You ever fucking watch a DMX video?
I'm thankful I know who DMX is. I don't.
Right, you're from the South. I forgot.
Oh, I listen to rap, mainly Eminem though, because that's about mostly it or features he's in, whatever.
Okay.
Rarely other, but I don't know.
You're having a identity crisis right now. You don't know how to describe yourself.
Yeah, I'm 18. I'm already having a midlife crisis.
Yeah. Oh God, I hope not. We don't want you dying at fucking 38 years old and shit. 36.
No,
I'm sorry.
yeah. No, I'm fine. I don't know the next one. I don't know the answer.
Life is amazing, mate. At Carl Striggs, the best match you ever booked.
Best match I've ever booked. See, I just started booking not too long ago, but
Well, so far, yeah, it doesn't have to be ever, but so far that you booked.
there's a match on these. Give me a moment. I have my files here.
Okay.
I'm keeping I'm keeping track of the shit I'm doing right now.
Alright.
Let's see. This is the second one. This is the first one. There, you mind if I pick two of them? Is
Sure,
that fine?
go for it, yeah.
Okay.
There are no rules here.
There's two matches on these events that I'm doing on the first card that are, amazing. And it's fine if you've never heard of these people. I'm just, the point is just introduce talent. People have never seen them if they have.
That's fine, yeah.
So I've edited so much of this shit because of rebooking and stuff. I have to remember what's what. This should be, yeah, this should be the third one. Max Harlton versus Nick Pablo. The athleticism is unprecedented.
Okay.
I was amazed, and it's my honestly favorite match on it. And then
Is
the
that
main
is that
event,
a future episode, or is that gonna be like, or is that already uploaded?
well, we're working on it right now.
Okay. So yeah, no
it's not
spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to do that. And then the main event of Falls County, we're bloody as a motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. Donnie Octave and Isaac Taylor.
Ouch.
Both of them, and and we've got these other matches. Some few of them I haven't seen yet because they haven't done them. But I'm keeping my time because one thing I certainly don't like doing is pushing people and being aggressive for them to get stuff done. This is a matter of patience,
Right.
and not oh my God, get this done now. We're never gonna get it out.
Vámonos. Arriba, Andre. That type of shit.
That's not me. I want them to take their time and no matter what, we're gonna fucking get it out. It's not something I'm gonna do and just like, oh, well, we took too much time. I'm done. Fuck all y'all. No.
Right.
So how many times have I said in this?
Don't worry, I'm bad like that too. It's all good. I hope somebody does like a supercut of all the ums, like It's just, it would be awesome. Like that's something that Ben would do. Ben, if you're listening, that's your cue. Well, you already mentioned two matches, so yeah, it's not a problem. All right,
yeah, just.
All right, now this is from Papa Fail at Papa Fail 1452.
I've read these. These are the only questions I know of.
All right, so what are your thoughts on what happened with the whole ROX ordeal, and what are your opinions about the open invitation that he is hosting?
Are you talking about the thing that happened on your show? I want to make sure.
On my show? What do you mean?
Your podcast.
I guess so. Oh, you mean the whole ROX thing? It's either that or the whole thing that happened last year with the whole VSW thing, or as a whole in general? What do you think?
Well, if it's about VSW, I don't care. We've moved on from that.
Okay.
I told him that I was not going to say anything controversial, but I'm going to say this anyway.
Go for it.
I'm a man who's willing to respect opinions. I may not agree with them, but I'm going to respect them either way. You don't know somebody from, oh, I hate Islamic people or I hate gay people. You don't know them if they think that way.
Right.
And I've known him for 3 years, right? Ever since I started. So, of course, it's ride or die, as the kids say, with him. and I'm not about to give up on somebody that I've known for so long just because they think differently than I do.
Right.
And then I said what I had to say. It was a dumb move on his part. It was. And whether you agree with it or you don't, you have to respect it. It's all it is an opinion. It's not like he's Bill Nye the Science Guy or any other people who make the statistics up around the world. He's not one of those people. Of course he's going to mess up. And it ain't the first time he's done it. I tell you that right now. He's done this. He's been this way on numerous occasions, and I don't care. I don't get mad about it. There are times where I will get on to him sometimes with things he does. I just did not too long ago, and I'm not going to bring that up. And I'm trying to get along with people at the same time. I don't always want to get angry with people, whether I agree with their opinions or not.
Right.
Especially with this stuff I'm doing right now. So I'm trying.
So like,
I'm trying.
when it comes down to your disagreements and everything like that, what makes you stay around then? If that's the case, if there's so many times that you guys have had a disagreement about stuff.
Because I know he's a good friend. I know that for a fact. I've been around him so long, I've just gotten used to it.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. See, I'm all about unity and equality, and I want everybody to love each other. But at the same time, I have to respect people's opinions. Because how are you going to be unified if you're disagreeing with opinions?
Right.
You have to be able to actually get to know them instead of just sitting back thinking, oh my God, I don't like this. Especially if it's behind a screen. That's when you definitely don't know them.
Right.
At this point, I just do not care. I've said what I had to say, and he did mess up, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but I respect it because that's all it is.
Right.
Is an opinion. It's not a fact. It's just an opinion, and that's all.
Okay.
Whether that's all I have to say about it.
All right. So like the next question from Papa Fail is, what are your thoughts on the whole new talent signing with ROX, and how do you feel about the next breakout star? Like, who do you feel is the next breakout star?
Donnie Octave, TJ Mariota, Isaac Taylor. Those guys are really nice guys, and they look good, and they're hella talented. And Nate West is another one. He's got a good voice for a good promo, and he looks good. Here, let me make a top 5 here. Let's make this fair.
Top 5 dead or alive, or that's just one on my blah, blah, blah.
Donnie Octave, TJ Mariota, Nate West, Isaac Taylor. Fuck. I've stuck. I've gotten stuck here. Zach Sanchez. I'll agree with that one. But everybody is on there is talented in their own ways, and hopefully everybody does well in the future and try to capitalize on the opportunities they're given.
Okay. All right. So now, NZ at Superkick, he's so funny. He asked, "Who are you?" He in no way does he know you since you guys are both in ROX. So you know. Oh God.
He jokes to me sometimes about, I'll make a joke and he says, like your career, like I've failed or whatever.
Oh God. All right, but
I'm fixing to embarrass him right here.
Go for it.
Oh Lord. And actually, first, I want to ask you a question.
Shoot.
And I can't wait to hear this. What are the absolute worst storyline ideas, match ideas, anything of that sort you've ever heard from any of the shows you've been on?
I would have to say absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Every time I hear a part of a storyline where I have to lose, sucks. It fucking sucks. Honestly, everything that I do is something that I usually have to agree upon ahead of time. So it's not something where I'm like, oh God, I'm forced to do this, I'm forced to do that. There's some things with plot holes, I guess. Let's say, for example, nothing against FAM or anything like that, but it's just something that was that needs to be answered at some point. Where when I was in FAM Rumble, I got taken out by Darren, but I wasn't officially eliminated. And then the last Royal Rumble that I had actually won, a similar thing had happened, and I ended up winning because I wasn't eliminated. So I'm like, I won last time, but I didn't win this time. What's going on? Maybe that'll be answered though. Who knows? So it's not like it's something I hate, because it's something where it's like, keep that in mind just in case they never fucking answer that question. But that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I can think of. But don't get me wrong, that Rumble was fucking great. I had a lot of fuck yeah moments that I am really fucking proud of, but still. But yeah, so yeah, fuck NZ with his question. The next one is from.
Now hold on.
Okay.
I gotta get this in.
Get it in.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. It's all for
Get
fun. But and I don't mean to get anybody to come hating on you. I'm just having fun here.
Get 'em.
I'm happy as can be.
Get 'em.
So I can't tell you the specific year, 2014 or 15. He had come up with this match idea. I think this may beat whatever you just said.
Right.
I'm getting these fucking party invites. God damn it.
Fuck your parties, man. He's getting interviewed by me. It's the most important thing in the world. I don't care if you're dying. He's not leaving me.
I told my friend over here that I was doing this today.
Well, whoever you are, buddy, if
times.
you're listening, fuck you. He's mine for the next few minutes. He is mine.
But he came up with this idea called the I'm embarrassed to say it, but the Hell in a Porn Studio match.
The what?
Exactly.
How was that gonna work? Was it gonna be like instead of a kendo stick, it's gonna be like a big ass dildo or some shit? What? How would you pull that off?
He wanted scantily clad female created characters
right.
Dressed up as, I guess, strippers or whatever. This is stuff Vince Russo would have came up with. Inside, if I remember correctly, inside the Hell in a Cell structure. That's all I can remember.
Which I guess is like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of divas would agree. So it's not me being a misogynistic prick, but I think a lot of divas are just like, oh, that's just a regular Hell in a Cell match. Scantily clad women inside of a Hell in a Cell. Yes, that's normal. Not all divas. Please do not crucify me. Okay.
Exactly. Not everybody does that. No.
But
just,
there's some of you that will gladly admit to doing that, so it's fine. And now those are the ones I'm talking about. But anyway, so now the next question. Let's move on from that. This is from Zengar Venue or yeah, whatever. At hi there, it's Zen. The best finisher that suits that cause. So like pick a finisher that suits a certain cause. It doesn't have to be yours. It could be somebody else's.
Well, for years I used the RKO. I used to dedicate myself to Randy Orton because he's my favorite wrestler, and I've been made fun of for it.
Yeah, he's boring as fuck.
The tie, the ties, the knee pads, the hand tape, except the hair and the face paint, I kept that.
Right.
Moved the whole move set, the entrance, the theme until I actually smartened up and used the songs I use now, and I got better at making stuff, or people made stuff for me. Oh Lord.
Well, I think you pretty much answered the question. You mentioned yourself, so it's all it's all good.
Let me think of somebody else. So TJ Mario is supposed to be this Polynesian predator, this Samoan killer.
Wah! Yeah.
I want to say this. I would give him the Samoan drop.
Okay.
Either that or. Oh boy, I don't know what would fit.
Hey,
him.
he's Samoan, so by law he has to do a Samoan job. It's.
I guess.
Like if you're Arabic, you have to do the camel clutch. Just like little things like that. Yeah, Irish, you got to do an Irish whip. Little shit like that. All right, you want to move on?
Yeah, that's all I've got.
Okay, so now the next question from Zen is, what do you think of Sean Nova? Now let me answer that question for you. He thinks I am the shit. I am the cat's pajamas. I am the bee's knees. I am everything. I'm every woman. It's all in me. But all right, is that good enough, or do you want to have your own answer?
Well, you're cool. Sounds so terrible.
You sound so reluctant in saying that, but I'll respect it anyway.
Oh my God, he's so nice. I can't believe it.
Please remove the gun from my head. But let's see here. All right, now this is what I like to call the lightning round of answering questions, because this is from #OneManClub at Mr. Over 9,000 Champ. You fucking asshole.
God.
He sent a bajillion questions, and I'm gonna just ask the question and try to answer it within 1 or 2 words. Okay?
That ain't gonna work, man.
We're gonna try. We're gonna fucking try. Okay? All right. So, number 1, how are you?
Great.
Number 2, who are you?
I think you already know that by this point.
Right. Okay. Good. All right. Number 3, have we met?
Nope, never met.
Hey, he says sorry if no. All right. So or if so whatever. All right. Now, why are you here?
Oh Lord.
For the podcast. Yeah, let's go with that one. All right. So favorite cause.
Yes,
favorite cause show is that? I guess that's ROX, since you only watch that, right?
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
I don't watch any other shows.
Least favorite cause show. Everything else.
Oh Lord, right now. Yeah, but right now it's what's the fucking show called? Their Cherish is in their fucking Twitter handle. I forgot what they're called.
Well, detectives, you guys figure that out, because we don't want to put anybody on blast. Alright, so, now, let's talk about Mr. Champion. Mr. Champion asks a lot of questions there. We talked about Mr. Champion. Alright, now, let's see here. The favorite looking car. Oh my God, I feel like I just got shot with a shitload of bullets.
Best looking. Oh my God, me.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
No, that's a perfect answer. Fuck it. All right, so do you fuck with rap? I guess besides Eminem, do you fuck with rap?
Mainly him. Sometimes I'll bop the Dre or get jiggy with it with Snoop. I don't.
Get jiggy with it with Snoop. Okay.
That sounds so bad considering where I'm from.
All right. If not, then what? What else? What other music do you listen to?
I'm gonna have to explain this to you because for years, from childhood to now, I went through a transition period.
Okay.
From country music to rap music, which I listen to less of now, to electronic music.
Okay. So you evolve pretty much. Okay. So next question is pulp or non-pulp in your OJ?
I don't drink orange juice.
What? Okay. So all right, Pulp Fiction. Talk about it. It's a good movie. See, we talked about it. All right. What's your?
Never seen it.
Wow. All right, you gotta. I recommend that. Trust and believe. All right.
I don't. I'm more of a comedy guy.
It has its funny moments. It's one of those low-key funny movies, especially with the dialogue. Fucking love it. All right, now, favorite movie?
Fuck, favorite movie.
Any random one. It doesn't have to be absolute favorite, but if it's in your favorites list, just mention it.
Yeah, there's 8 Mile. There's Jobs that had Ashton Kutcher in it. He played a Steve Jobs.
Right. Yeah. That's surprising.
Fucking whatever else. I don't know. That's
Favorite
all I can
TV
think
show?
of. Okay, I'm gonna feel embarrassed for saying this because I don't have satellite or cable TV, so my methods are questionable.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wouldn't have cable right now if my sister didn't like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and shit. Trust me, I would have fucking canceled that shit a long time ago. But it's whatever.
Yeah, my tactics are. But right now, I've been binge watching a lot of Whose Line Is It Anyway.
Okay.
If you've ever seen that.
Right. Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes.
Best shit I've seen right now. I haven't watched Family Guy in a while. I think I need to get back into that. Same with Dragon Ball Z, the only anime I care about.
Okay. All right, so now let's go to the next question. What is your dream girl or boy if you're into that type of stuff?
No, I'm not gay, but that's
Not
fine
that there's
if
anything
you're
wrong
into
with that. Yeah, okay. Go full on Seinfeld.
Remember my ethics here. Yeah, I'm not gonna answer that next question.
It was wrong. You don't like having a dream girl? I mean, shit. Alexa
like
Bliss for me, man. What the things I'll do to that chick? Oh my goodness. But anyway.
Yeah, ends is the same fucking way.
No, it's not. It's not the same way. Mine's better. just don't even compare me to him. Just trust and believe. All right. Do you fuck with flat Earth? Are you an Earther where you feel like the Earth is flat instead of round?
That's a stupid fucking conspiracy. The Earth is round.
All right.
It ain't flat.
All right. Now, what is your credit card number and password, please?
Okay. Next question.
Do you have any in real life tattoos?
Oh Lord, well I just turned 18 in April.
Okay.
I will
Mazel
tell
tov.
you, I'll never get one.
Okay.
Number one, because of course I'll hear things. Oh, tattoos are bad for you, and I especially don't want to pin to the skin.
Tattoos are the devil. All right, so now let's see. What the hell? All right. Colored, like skin colored or non-skin colored emojis. Like, would you go with strictly yellow, or do you have to go with something that matches your skin tone?
Oh, why would I judge a skin color of?
I don't know. This is the question I've been given to ask.
That may be the dumbest one I've gotten.
Oh, trust me, it isn't. All right. So anyway, from 1 to 10.
Oh, there's more.
From a scale from 1, yeah, there's 2 more left. All right. From a scale to 1 to 10, how religious are you?
0. I don't get into that thing. I have my beliefs, but of course I'm gonna respect others.
I for one, I believe in God, but I don't go to church every day. So, like,
Yeah, I do too.
I do
I've
my
never
occasional
been to
prayer
church.
and thank God and stuff like that. I say grace and stuff, but I don't, you know. Oh Lord Jesus! No, that's not me. But all right. Now the last question from Mr. Champion. Do you fuck with wrestling? Do you watch that on a normal basis?
Once again, I don't have cable or satellite, but I will see what's going on because, of course, I'm
You
not gonna
check the
give
dirt
up
sheets
on it.
and shit and like Twitter.
Oh no, YouTube, Twitter.
All right. Now the last set of questions here is from ALM at the ALM. Thoughts on Cyborg?
Okay, now. So, let me explain this to you. This was back when I was a cocky, arrogant son of a bitch. I got so much heat because have you seen their first degree, some 200 degrees pay-per-view, whatever it was called?
The what?
One of their pay-per-views from years ago, 200 degrees or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so you haven't seen
No.
it. So I sat there and watched it because they were /are one of ROX's affiliates. So that's the only time I've watched any other show fully. And I heavily criticized it, and I got heat for it. Deserved it.
All right.
Actually, this isn't part of it. I was just telling you that. I remember he had so this cyborg character. He had has his own channel. Had a video on his channel, and it included the word "savior" in it, and I criticized him on that. Dumbest thing I've done.
Copyright infringement, man. This is a serious fucking crime.
And we were in the talks of having a match at that at one of their shows. I can't remember what it was. I think it was one of their biggest pay-per-views. And then we never did it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess so. All right, so okay. All right, let's see here. Are you afraid of Cyborg?
No.
If you are, just admit it, man. If you're fucking scared, if the thought of him makes your knees tremble and pee-pee leak from your penis, I don't know. I can't hear it.
I don't know him. I can't be scared of somebody if I don't know him.
I can't be scared of anybody, really, except for one female, but that's it. But that's because I just hate getting in arguments with her, but that's it. Last question ever. Do you think Enz is a good league owner?
Absolutely. Some of his tactics are questionable, but I really don't care.
Okay, right on. All right, so now this, I guess, is the end for the 525 Live podcast episode with you. Is there anything you want to plug, like your Twitter account, upcoming shows, stuff like that, channels?
There was one question we left out, and that was when you brought up one of Isaac Taylor's questions about my events.
Right.
I just want to explain exactly. Why is it named what it is, and why am I doing it? Well, number one, I've been lucky enough to have the opportunities that I've been given over the years, and I wanted to basically give back. By showcasing talent, so when I see them, I think, oh my God, let's get these guys, and all, if not most of them, were excited to do it and glad to have their opportunities. And for some of them, it's the biggest thing they've done.
Right.
Because I'm affiliated with ROX. So, I just wanted to, no, because Enz gave me the opportunities I've been given. So, I had to thank him for everything, of course. So I just wanted to make an impact on people and give them the opportunities that I hope these people have in the future, and hopefully reach bigger heights that they've never reached before. And we know where that can lead to, and if that does happen, then they rightfully deserved it, all these people.
Okay.
We have a good commentator in Seth Blake. He has a good enough voice for it. All of our talent are very deserving of the opportunities that I've been able to give them. And my booking decisions may be questionable, but at the end of the day, all I'm doing, it's really for fun. But at the end of the day, all I really care about doing is, instead of being that piece of shit from 2015 and 16 that was getting in the shit with different companies or hating on everybody, and just try to love everybody for who they are and be able to work with people regardless of their occupation, their skin color, their race, or same whatever, their religion, whatever it is, to be able to honor myself to work with even more honorable people.
Right.
People who are willing to be dedicated to do whatever they can, entertain, and to get their stuff in, their shit in, and entertain. So that's
okay. Is that a fucking train? What the hell is that?
Yeah, we have cars, fast cars going down these streets sometimes, and yeah, that's a train.
All right, no problem. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. Anything else you want to plug or something like that?
Oh my God. What? So.
Alright guys, I'll do it for you. Alright, so follow the Savior on Twitter at the Savior GM. Check out ROX, it's still uploading videos. I'll put the link in the description and everything. And that's pretty much it. I'm Sean Nova for the 525 Live Podcast. This is Joshua, the Savior! And have a good one, man. Get the fuck out of my house. So that's it.
Oh wait.
Right.
Life lesson: for the love of Christ, do not. If you're at the bottom of the ladder like I was, don't start a YouTube channel. Number one. Number two, don't call people out that are more successful than you are.
Gotcha.